Good morning. It's time to get InTouch. InTouch is a public affairs show dedicated to improving the lives of Susquehanna Valley residents. I'm Freddi Hammer, News Director at Backyard Broadcasting.
And it's time for the third annual Williamsport Over the Edge event coming up September 19th here today with the nonprofit representatives from the organizations who benefit from this excellent event. Brittany Fisher, Communication and Development Director for the YWCA Northcentral PA.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, and Jessica Probst, Development Director for the YMCA as well. Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm so good. Great to see you again, Jessica.
Thank you. You too.
We were here last year and we get to meet Brittany this year and talk about Over the Edge.
Yes, first time with the event.
I'm so excited about this because we've been talking about putting one of our own over the edge, and some people over here at Backyard Broadcasting have done this over the few years. Have either of you gone over the edge before?
I have, both times. I am signed up for year number 3. We will see how it goes on event day to determine if I will be going over the edge, but I am raising money to do so.
Oh, that's it. You could always get a representative, right?
Yes, I could choose somebody like Brittany.
No, we've already established I'm a really good ground supporter.
You're going to hold the rope.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. And third annual, that means you really are getting the swing of how it's going. There's 3 nonprofit organizations that benefit, the YWCA, the YMCA, and the Williamsport Area Education Foundation. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a representative with us today, but the Williamsport Area Education Foundation, they create powerful classrooms, inspire futures by supporting educational innovation, the arts, athletics, and scholarships. So that's what the money's going for. Let's hear a little bit about the other things that this money can go for the YMCA.
So for the YMCA, we are more than a gym and a swim. We do so much in the community. We're meeting needs through programs like summer camp, child care, before and after school care for kids, an awesome program called Live Strong at the YMCA for cancer survivors. So this event really leverages our ability to be able to provide these programs and services that are needed in our community.
Absolutely. Now, the YWCA helping out with women in domestic situations as well as other kinds of enrichment.
That is correct. The YWCA runs 2 very strong programs, Wise Options, which again is to help those that are fleeing from abusive situations, whether it's domestic violence, sexual assault. We run a shelter for those individuals that need, some kind of temporary shelter in place. We also do PFA assignments and things like that. And then we do have a Liberty House program as well for individuals experiencing homelessness, women and children alike, that have had some substance abuse problems in their history, and they're coming through their sober living part of their life as well, so we can help get them stable and back on their feet.
Being able to raise $1,000 for each participant going over the edge can really go far for these kind of programs.
It truly can. And what's really great about it is, especially within the nonprofit world, we're empowering our community to support us. We're empowering those that we serve. And what an awesome way to show that empowerment by overcoming an obstacle of your own and going over the edge in support of showing that empowerment to those that we're all trying to serve.
It's like there's fear there, but then you have resolution at the end. And that's sort of the whole thing for our lives, I guess.
It is very empowering having the experience to rappel. When you take that first step and go over the edge, it's a little nerve-wracking. But once you take that step, you get over that ledge, and you're working your way down the building, it is just an awesome experience.
Now, we have about a month to go for September 19th, which is the day it's going to happen. Now, it's going over the Genetti over the edge this year.
It is. So we are super excited. 3rd annual, and we are going over the edge of the Genetti, which is 150 feet. So we are up 50 feet from previous years.
Oh, my gosh. It's so amazing. Who provides the equipment and things like that?
So we work with a company out of Canada called Over the Edge, and they are their mission is to provide nonprofits with this event to fundraise. And so they do it all over the United States. They do it all over the world. So then they send in a team of usually 4 individuals, and they work with us for 2 days to execute this event. They bring the equipment. This year they're adding things into what they're bringing in order for us to meet, CDC guidelines and make this a safe and healthy event for everyone.
Well, that's wonderful. I mean, you're talking about the different equipment and people who may never have done this before. Do they do a training moment?
They do. So our repellers are asked, they are assigned a time that they're going to rappel. They're asked to arrive 1 hour before their rappel. And at that point, they will learn about the gear. They work with the Over the Edge staff to learn how to use it. But then the other cool component of this event is we actually work with our local Army recruiters. So recruiters from Williamsport and Selinsgrove. They come because they have rappelling experience, and they work directly with the Over the Edge team to execute this event safely. So then our rappellers and individuals supporting our nonprofits learn from those who have experience.
Brittany, you have at the YWCA, do you have people that are joining you as far as, I want to rappel, and you're helping them get, you said your ground support, I understand. But, are you encouraging those folks, anybody that you work with that's going to be doing
of course.
something?
We have, I think at this point, we have about 22 confirmed rappellers, some of which have already surpassed their fundraising goals, some of which are just knee deep in that process at the moment. And with those 22, there's 3 or so that are from within staff or CEO. We have a client who's currently living within our program, new mom of twins. She's
Nice.
going over to prove to herself that she can overcome obstacles. So we're working through getting them very excited. As Jess has mentioned, we have a lot of new rappellers coming on this year from a lot of our agencies. And there's just so much excitement, not only that it's the Genetti, but that they get to experience the entire event.
So the cool thing about this is the event runs from 9 a.m. to approximately 4 p.m. And in that time, we have about 92 rappel spots.
Okay.
So between all 3 agencies and our sponsors, we are getting close to the 70 mark of rappellers participating.
Wow. When it comes down to about a month out, do you think that you're going to get a lot more, but just with the talk about it around town?
We are very hopeful.
Cool. I hope so, too. Going on the websites that people are creating is what's happening. Are you the person that would do that?
So, yes, we actually, Jess and I can both assist individuals with getting signed up. There's ways to go directly and do it as an individual. You can register independently, but you can also have the support from us as well.
So that's pretty much a person who decides that they want to raise the money, puts forth just a little bit of effort to make this website, and then they're able to get their friends and family.
So the nice part about the fundraising piece of this is you are asked to raise a minimum of $1,000 to rappel, but then we provide you with a website to use to raise your funds. So then that way you can send a link out through email, through Facebook, through whatever social media platform you may use, and ask your friends, your family, your coworkers, your employer, anybody to support you, and they can make a donation directly through this website that shows a photo of you, some videos from previous years from the event, and then they can even see who else is rappelling for each nonprofit.
That is so exciting. Are there pictures from other years that we can see on Facebook or social media places?
There are. We have been sharing photos like crazy. We have a couple really awesome promo videos from previous years. So if you look at any of our agency's Facebook pages, so the YMCA Facebook, YW, you will see a lot of those photos and videos.
So on September 9th, what's the downtown going to be looking like as far as people coming off the Genetti? Will it be off the back side, or we won't be seeing it from right here, like you won't be able to see it from I-180 or anything?
So they are going to be rappelling on the West 4th Street side.
Okay.
So they'll be rappelling right in front of that big Genetti sign on top of the building. They'll be coming down. So we're going to have West 4th Street from that intersection in front of the Genetti down to what is called the Government Place, which is the alley. We're going to have that closed off.
Okay.
Just so that spectators can socially distance and watch their friends and loved ones rappel. And then we'll have some hand sanitizer and other things available just to make sure that we're meeting all the guidelines that we need to be doing.
Well, it's wonderful. And thinking that through is definitely part of the plan,
Yes.
Absolutely. So is this the biggest fundraiser that happens for your nonprofits, or do you have other things that come up here as we go toward the end of the year? And 2020 has been so crazy, so you're probably changing things around. What do you think?
I think most of our agencies, and probably the Williamsport School District as well, there's quite a few fundraisers that we host throughout the year. I think what's special about this one in particular is due to the current events that we're living through. This is an event that we're still counting on. It's happening. People are coming behind it so strong with their support, with their fundraising goals, with just monetary contributions. We've hit our first goal ever to have all sponsorship dollars covered,
Wonderful.
Which is just an amazing, amazing achievement. So I think that while this might not be our largest grossing fundraiser, it's certainly going to be our most successful one of the 3 years so far.
Well, I hope so, because we're just looking at such strange times. We want to help everybody because you never know. It's sort of a silent problem. Like, we're not hearing about lots of folks because they're at home, and we want to make sure that, of course, with the YWCA helping out the ladies and families that need the help.
I think it's a great time for everybody to find a common excitement to come together for. So.
And I think another thing is it's this staggered experience. Like, not every single repeller is going to be there at the same time.
Correct. So we usually it's 6 individuals an hour, so it is a little bit spread out, and so it is a safe event. And like I said, ground on the ground, everyone will be distanced, and it's going to just be a lot of fun. And I think that people don't realize that the really awesome thing about this event, besides people going over the edge of a building in Williamsport, is that you get to support 3 nonprofits who work together every single day, whether we realize it or not. And I think for me, that's like the biggest thing about this, is knowing that I'm not just supporting the YMCA where I work, but I'm also supporting the YW and the school district.
It's a spirit of camaraderie.
It is.
That's really nice. Well, I'm hoping that everybody in Williamsport raises some funds, helped out the Williamsport Area Education Foundation and the River Valley Regional YMCA, North Central Pennsylvania YWCA.
Thank you.
I hope so much that everybody gets out there and gets started, because there's a month left to go.
30 days. Jess and I have grown very fond of one another. We've been spending quite a bit of hours together.
We're friends.
Yes.
I know you like each other for now. I'm glad. I'm wondering, what is the next step of marketing here? Are you just sort of waiting for folks to come right to the last day? And what's the next step for you?
So I think it's the fundraising. It's we're still actively recruiting up until the day before.
Okay.
So if you decide not to sign up because you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be in town, or if you're like, I don't know, but then you show up the day of and you hand us a check for $1,000, guess what? You get to go over the edge.
They'll fit you right up with those
We
rates.
absolutely will.
What are the websites that we can find more information about?
So the easiest way right now is to even suggest just going to our actual websites, the YWCA, the YMCA, the Williamsport Area School District Education Foundations. There are direct links, but if you're looking to physically type it in and get there on your own, you can go to give.overtheedge.events /Williamsport 2020.
Okay.
From there, you can either register, you can see the list of repellers, and you can support them initially or by yourself if you choose as well.
That sounds good. We'll put that same website on the YouTube video that we have here for Backyard Broadcasting for our InTouch program.
And I think we learned that there's a link on your Backyard Broadcasting page as well, taking individuals right to the Give page.
Excellent. Any
Yes.
Backyard Broadcasting website can help. Well, it's wonderful to meet you, Brittany Fisher. We'll see you here in this capacity.
Yes, thank you. You too.
As Communication and Development Director for the YWCA Northcentral PA. And Jessica Probst, seeing you again from the YMCA. You're the Development Director. Thanks so much, ladies, for letting me know about this fun event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
InTouch is locally produced in our studios at 1685 4 Mile Drive in Williamsport. To get in touch with us regarding questions, comments, or topic ideas, call weekdays between 8 and 5, 570-323-8200. You can also write to us at 1685 4 Mile Drive, Williamsport, PA 17701. Attention Freddi Hammer. Or email me at fhammer@backyardbroadcasting.com. For archived programs of our InTouch series, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Backyard Broadcasting. Each current weekly program is featured on the Backyard Broadcasting websites. Thanks for listening to InTouch, a production of Backyard Broadcasting.